You are not broken. What happens is when we experience so much pain over the course of our life, we feel that we are broken. We feel that we are small. We feel inferior. All of these things contribute to the way in which we view ourselves and the way in which we view other people. What happens to our mind when we experience this intense pain is that our mind, our conscious mind, is protected. We don't want to overwhelm that conscious mind. So we use defense mechanisms in order to bury the pain in the unconscious. So we use various defense mechanisms that we created in childhood, and then we continue with more sophisticated defense mechanisms in adulthood. And we bury that trauma as best as we can and try to seal it in a solid container. This is a way to protect the mind, but it doesn't actually do its job. It's short-lived because when we repress the pain, we can, yes, go about the day, but for long periods of time, we'll notice that container starts to leak. And when the container leaks, then the pain goes into the conscious mind. And this can be presented in intrusive thoughts or terrible dreams. And then we don't know what to do with it because then we're experiencing this emotional overload. Then when we experience this emotional overload, we try again to bury it, put it back in the container. But the vicious cycle continues again and again and again. The container will always leak. And that's because the mind is trying to help you to process the pain. If you scraped your knee, you would care for your knee. You would clean it, you would bandage it, so then this way you can heal. We don't do that with the mind. Instead, we deny it, as if it's not there, as if we didn't get hurt. But now the infection builds. It gets worse. And the more in which we repress it, the more in which we are emotionally and psychologically impacted. In order to experience long-term relief, you need to process the pain. You need to go into your mind and you need to face your inner demons. Processing the pain is hard. It's like going to the gym and working out. It's hard, but over time it gets easier. By enrolling in the ultimate mental health toolbox, mastering the skills therapists use, this will help you to start to understand your defense mechanisms, to break through those defense mechanisms, and to bring your pain to the surface so you can process it. This is definitely not a Band-Aid effect. This will help you to experience long-term relief, but only if you process the deep-rooted pain.